Coming up on the show, Zoe has been sober for 1 year, 2 months.
What?
So I thought I would remind you of the successes that you had on the wellness wheel. Today's episode is a Zoe's Recovery Diary, where we check in with Zoe to see how she's doing on her 5-year plan and more. If you find today's episode activating, please reach out and talk to somebody. If you find the discussion helpful, please share the link with others. Hello, everybody.
Good afternoon, guys. Jeez.
Hi, Lara.
Hi.
Zoe has been sober for 1 year, 2 months.
I actually missed my 1 year. I completely forgot about it until like a week later, and I'm like, holy shit.
So the last podcast we had, the wellness wheel, Zoe's had some great successes on that wellness wheel. And I know Zoe forgot about them. So I thought I would remind you of the successes that you had on the wellness wheel.
All right. I mean, I have my wellness wheel here that we did together.
And I got mine here as well. One of the things we did on the wellness wheel is we realized that our home life was less than ideal. Do you remember that, Zoe?
Yeah, I remember that.
And me and Zoe, we ended up having a great conversation about it. And some good strides were made. And we've made our home life a lot more manageable, livable, enjoyable, I think, and happy. And then you took steps on your finances. You
Did
have
I?
you have a game plan to
Oh,
set
yes.
up
Okay.
RESPs with the girls.
Yes. There is a plan there. So basically, my one regret that I have is that I didn't start earlier. Mind you, I guess it's never too late.
I'm so excited about it. It's really nice to think of the future and have a little bit of control. And that's one way that you did that. You took control of that situation. And now you have a say in it.
Right.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So you did that with 3 things. And that was, that was as a result of the wellness wheel we did.
Right.
And it went really good, I think. I think the best thing that happened out of that wellness wheel is the conversations that happened afterwards about the different segments of our lives. I think those are some really great conversations. And you really acted on them.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you doing otherwise, Zoe? What else? Do you want to talk about anything else that happened with you this week?
I've been focused a lot. Well, okay, so I've been trying to, instead of focusing on my bigger goals in life, such as school and stuff like that, I'm kind of in a spot where I'm focusing on smaller life goals so that I'm not, wasting time doing nothing. I'm still working on these smaller things in between my bigger goals. So for instance, one of my big goals is eventually having my own place, going back to school for, I have 2 or 3 options on the table that I'm still working out in my head. But that too is a bigger life goal. So right now, I'm working on the in-betweens. I'm thinking about, just getting a part-time job. Another one is I'm taking the kids and myself into the dentist on the 27th, and I'm getting my teeth started on fixing them. And I'm also going to get on a payment plan in order to get both of my kids the braces that they need. So I'm trying to just get all these small ones put into order. Another one I have is that I've kind of been on this health thing ever since I got sober. I've been wanting to, I've been taking vitamins and, I've been doing hair masks to try and get my hair stronger and healthier and, just trying to take care of myself health-wise in a sense. So I started at the gym and I kind of slacked off a little bit. But another one of my goals, like smaller goals right now, is to at least tend to the like attend the gym 2 or 3 times a week to do some cardio and to kind of get my weight down a little bit because I've put on quite the amount of weight since getting sober and I'm not happy with it. Going back to work probably at like a grocery store or something just because I'm familiar with it and I can kind of jump right back into it and I know what to do there already. So there's no planning that has to go into it, right? Like I can just kind of apply, jump
Yeah.
into it and it's keeping me busy, right? So we
Oh,
have
that's
the
great.
dentist, the gym, and then also a lot on my spare time. I've been reading these new books.
Oh yeah, the books you're reading.
Yeah, so the author is Lorelei Rosano, and she has 3 books. The first one is Jagged Little Edges. Then the second one is Jagged Little Pieces. And the third one is Jagged No More. And it's about addiction and it follows like a 10-year journey of this lady or this woman on a search for love. It goes through her journey with addiction and depression and wanting to like the need for wanting to feel loved. It's just it follows her story. So it's kind of it's really captured me. So I'm really interested in these books right now. She also wrote a book for children, kind of dealing with um, family and addiction, but it's a children's book and it's called Gracie's Secret. So I haven't gotten that book yet, but I do want to get it just it because I think it sounds really good. I think my kids would really enjoy it. My biggest fear is starting something and not finishing it because I'm not mentally prepared for it. So that's why I'm holding off on school at this very moment. That's why, I'm taking my time with finding my place because I don't want to overwhelm myself with something that I feel like I can't finish if I start it. So right now I'm starting with things I know I can finish, which is like dental, which is finding a job, which is, doing spring cleaning. I started a book because I know I can finish it. So I'm working on small things before I get to those big and heavier things to deal with.
What do you think of that, Lara?
What I hear is Zoe's putting focus on first things first, which
Right.
is a great place to start. Sometimes our goals can be longer term goals, and there are often steps to getting to a long term goal. And so, what I hear you talking about is first things first. We're going to start with the dentist, we're going to start with wellness, we're going to start with routine, we're going to work on some of these immediate important things. And you're also thinking about longer term goals. So I feel like you're at a stage in your life where you're really kind of aligning with what is truly feeling important to you. And
Yeah.
so the motivation is coming from a very authentic place of connecting to what feels important today. And I hear you talking a lot about the kids. And so, along with your own wellness, you're thinking about you and the kids and how you're going to, take care of some of these things together as a family unit. I just
Yeah.
hear lots of great things happening.
And on a connected note, how is your sleep going? And I bring that up because I see you wake up in the morning with me. You're
Yeah.
up sometimes earlier than I am making coffee
Yes.
and you're doing your work. You got your journal open in front of you or your phone and you're reading emails and you're taking care of
Yeah.
stuff.
Every morning I'm up between 4 and 5 a.m. every morning. And for the most part, I stay up until like 8 or 9, and then I'll have an hour or two nap, and then I'm up again by like 10:30. I'll have another coffee, I'll putter around, but every morning guaranteed I'm up between 4 and 5.
Yep.
And I stay up until about 8 or 9.
And you must get some really good work because you look focused, you look,
Yes.
you know,
I find that's the time where I am most focused on paperwork and getting signings done and my brain kind of works really good between those hours when I'm thinking during those times. Some days my mood is not always so positive. I mean, like I've had days where I'm just like, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't know why. I'm just not up for it. Like the motivation isn't there, the drive isn't there, and I feel kind of sporadic and lost with what needs to be done. And I feel like I could be doing so much more than I'm doing. And then, then other days I'm like, no, it's been 1 year, just over a year. I am doing good where I am. I could be, a year ago, I could be the Zoe from a year ago, and I'm not, so I'm at a good place.
Good job, Zoe. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Great. Nice. Anyway, there's a great podcast,
Oh,
and it's about time travel. Anyway, it's called Case 63. You should listen to it.
okay.
Case
You-
63.
Yeah. It's a psychiatrist. It's Julianne Moore as the psychiatrist,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
and Oscar Isaac starring as the protagonist.
I like Oscar Isaac. He's a great actor.
Oh, Case 63. It's so good. I'm 4 chapters in.
I'll
I love
listen.
anything on time travel.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Very interesting.